Hello friends, welcome back to my channel again, Code with me. So friends, in this session of Java programming language, we will be discussing about another interesting topic of object-oriented programming language, that is polymorphism. So friends, in this session, this is the last topic that is left for object-oriented programming language. So in the previous session, we have come across what is inheritance and what is data encapsulation. So in this video, let us learn about what is polymorphism, how it works in real life entity as well as in Java programming language. Okay, so before wasting time, let's jump directly to the video. So friends, speaking about polymorphism, what is polymorphism? Polymorphism means nothing but it's a single object can perform multiple operations. So here the definition signifies polymorphism means many forms, and it occurs when we have many classes that are related to each other by inheritance. That's exactly right, friends. So if you didn't get the exact clarity about the definition, so once we get to the coding part, that you will be having the better picture clarity of how exactly this polymorphism takes place as well as in the real life entity. So polymorphism is a process in which a single object can perform different actions. Polymorphism uses those methods to perform different tasks. This allows us to perform single action in multiple different ways. So friends, if you want to know the example, I'll give you a clear example, friends. Assume, friends, you are having lunch, okay? You're having lunch. There are multiple ways you can have lunch. Either you can have lunch with your hand, or either you can have lunch with a spoon, or either you can take another person help to have your meals. That is what I'm trying to say is that a single action can be performed in multiple ways. Okay, so assume as I gave example regarding the lunch, even if you eat the hand if food eat the hand, even if you take the help of a spoon on, or even if you take the help of other to have your lunch, everything is performed as same action. That is, you are having lunch. That lunch can be performed in three ways. Either you can have in hand, or either you can have in spoon, or either you can ask another approach help. That's exactly right. That is how exactly polymorphism takes place with the real life entity. That means a single action can be performed in multiple ways. So friends, so speaking about theory part first, for instance, I'll be taking this out and directly starting with the coding part. Okay. So if you want to note down all the parts, friends, request you to kindly please pause the video and note down all the theory part which I have written here. Okay. So for instance, I'll be taking this out. So friend, speaking about the common example about this polymorphism. So I'll be starting with a class. Okay. Class. Okay. Okay. Sorry, but it should be followed by in this class. Okay, I'll be making use of three methods. Okay, that is public void takeoff is the common operation that is held to the every aeroplane. Okay, and public void fly. Okay, and last but not least, public void land. So friends, I'll be taking these three methods as an example. Okay, so I'll be explaining you how exactly that polymorphism is take place with the proper example. Assume, friends, I have created a class plane which perform three actions: how the plane will take off, how the plane will fly, and how the plane will land. Okay, so I'll be declaring a statement for better clarity. Okay, so system dot out dot println. So in this, I'll be writing as plane is taking off. Okay, plane is taking off, ending with a semicolon. So let's copy the system dot out dot println. Okay, so I'll be writing here. So in this, I'll be writing as plane is flying. A common example. So here also I'll be making a statement. So when I run the program, friends, when the output is declared, so you will be having the better clarity of how this polymorphism works. Okay, so created a plane. Okay, here plane is landing. So friends, as you can see here that I have created a class with plane with three functions: take off, fly, and land. Okay, friends, like the same way, I'll be creating three classes. Okay, that is, first I'll make use of passenger plane because I'll be giving an example. See here, friends, what I'm trying to say that single action we perform in multiple ways. So I'll be creating three planes. Okay, class passenger plane, class cargo plane, and last but not least, I'm sorry, and last as fighter plane. Assume this is a common example. Okay, this example I given. So I'll be declaring this also. So in this way, what I will do, friends, I'll just copy this entire part. You can clearly see here. I'll be writing here. So you can clearly see inside this passenger plane, I have note down all the points which are written here. Okay. For instance, let me take this out. So here also I'll be making use of the same in the cargo plane as well, and in the fighter plane also I'll be copying the same methods. So here what I've done, I had created a class plane. Okay, in this there are three methods: take off, fly, and land. So I have created three planes: passenger plane, cargo planes, and fighter plane. So think here, friends, what I will do. All this passenger plane I'll be extending. I'll be extend the properties. I'm sorry. I'll be the we extend the properties of plane. Okay. Sorry, friends. Assume, friends, here plane acts as parent class, and passenger plane, cargo plane, and fighter plane will be acting as a child class. What I will do, friends, for instance, I'll be extending all the parent class here. Okay, class passenger plane extends plane. From this, copy this. Okay, and I'll be writing here class cargo plane extends plane. Last but not least, fighter plane. Okay, so inside this here, friends, assume. So, friends, I've successfully written here class plane, public takeoff, plane is taking off. Okay, so I've successfully made use of parent class called plane and child class as passenger plane, cargo plane, fighter plane as a child class. Okay, now what I'll do, friends, here I'll be making use of slight addition in the verb statement part. So here I'm making use of passenger plane taking off medium speed. So you'll be having the difference. Okay, so here also passenger plane is flying at medium speed. Okay, passenger plane is landing at medium speed. Sorry. Okay, so same goes with here also. What I'll do, cargo plane is taking off high speed. I'm sorry, low speed. Okay, okay, here also make use of cargo plane. So we'll make a decent, friends. Cargo plane flying at low speed and it's landing also at low speed. And here what I will do, friends, here also I'll make use of fighter plane. So let's copy this fighter keyword here and then making use of, friends, fighter plane. I'm sorry, fighter plane here. Okay, so I'm making use of at high speed. Fighter plane is taking over at high speed. Let's copy this at high speed. So I'll be making use of fighter planes flying at high speed and it is landing also at high speed. So friends, you can clearly see here I made use of four class. One is parent class and the rest is child class. Making the plane class as parent class by extending all the passenger plane, cargo plane, and fighter plane. Now what we'll do, friends, I'll be making use of main class now. Okay, public class, main class. Okay. So here you can see, friends, I made use of main class. Inside the main class, I'm making use of public static void main and follow the syntax string arguments. Okay. So you can clearly see, friends, I have successfully made use of main class. Here what I'll do, friends, I'll be creating objects for all the three child classes that are created. Passenger plane, cargo plane. I'm sorry, and followed by fighter plane. Okay, I'm sorry. So friends, I'll be making use of, I'll creating a reference here as PP, and here as CP, and here as FP. Okay, kindly please ignore this in your output section. So here we are making use of new constructor to create object for a passenger class. So successfully created the object for passenger class, friends, and followed by, let's copy this, making the new contract structure. So you can clearly see here, friends, now successfully made use of, so take this passenger and made use of cargo. Okay, I'll take this passenger and I'll make use of fighter. Clearly see here, friends, I have created object for passenger plane, cargo plane, and fighter plane classes. So now I'll try to access the object. Okay, pp dot takeoff. Okay, followed by pp dot fly. I'm sorry, and pp dot land. Okay, I'll just copy these things. Okay, and I'll paste it 3 times here. Here, what I will do, here for here I'll be making use of cargo plane, cp, 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 and here for fighter plane, fp, I'm sorry, fp, and followed by fp. And at the end, friends, I'll be making use of a package called as import java.util.package, java.util.package. So friends, when I try to execute the program here, friends, you clearly see here that it is successfully declared as passenger plane is taking off at medium speed, passenger plane is flying at medium speed, passenger plane is landing at medium speed, and a cargo plane is taking off at low speed, cargo plane is flying at low speed, and cargo plane is landing at low speed. Here fighter plane is taking off at high speed, fighter plane is flying at high speed, fighter plane is clearly see, friends, this is the example for inheritance. That's exactly that. Now, what you did, friends, you have created a parent class called as plane, and passenger plane, cargo plane, and fighter plane as child classes. Here child classes has inherited the properties of parent class called as plane. Okay, so friends, the thing is, this is called as inheritance. So the program execution is called, this is called as inheritance. But the thing is, how do you apply the polymorphism in this program? Okay, so assume, friends, here all the 3 child class have the same methods: take off, fly, land, take off, fly, land, and take off, fly, land. You clearly observe here that all the 3 child classes have the same kind of child classes. Now what I will do, friends, assume there are 10,000 child classes. Okay, if there are 10,000 child classes, and if you try to keep on creating objects and try to access, it will be time consuming. Okay, so I want you to guys to make use of this code's reusability. So by making use of, friends, you'll be having the code reusable. So if you ask me how do you make use of, friends, I'll just for instance I'll be creating another class called as class airport. Okay, okay, in this I'm making use of public method called as public void permit, and followed by plain reference. Okay, friends, so here what I will do, friends, and listen carefully. Here what I will do, friends, in this class report, I'll be trying to access all the 3 methods which is from the same classes. Okay, reference dot takeoff. Okay, reference dot fly. I'm sorry, and last but not least, reference dot land. Okay, so friends, I can clearly see here that I have created a class called as report, which is capable of performing these 3 methods by using a reference called as reference keyword. Say that. Now what to do, friends, I'll be, for instance, I'll be taking this out. Okay, epp Here what I'll do, I'll be creating an object for airport class. Airport A equals new dot airport. Here what I'll do, friends, I'll be making use of a dot permit passenger plane. I'm sorry, passenger plane. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, friends. Okay, I'm just taking of CP and followed by FP. Okay, so friends, now when I try to execute the program, let's see what happens. I'm extremely sorry, friends. There's a slight error here. So friends, what I did here I have created a class called as airport. So in this, I'll be trying to access the same three methods which is present in all the classes. So what happens when I try to create an object a dot permit passenger plane, this passenger plane object will simultaneously access all the methods that is present inside the airport class via the child classes. Okay, so friends, when I try to execute the program, friends, you can clearly see here the output remains the same as before. So friends, here now I have successfully shown you that a single program can written in multiple ways. This is called as polymorphism. That's exactly right. So friends, the session ends here. So if you want to note down the program, so I'll be showing the program from starting. Please do note down. If you have fast, kindly please pause the video. Okay. This is import package, and followed by this is plane class. Okay, and for this is a passenger class, and this is cargo plane class, and this is fighter plane class, and this is airport class. And followed this is main class. So friends, the session ends here. If you have any doubt regarding the polymorphism equation, kindly please pin down your doubts in the comment section. I'll definitely reply you back. Okay. And if you like this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, friends. Have a nice life.